All right, welcome back to Twintero. I'm David.
Hello, I'm Gary.
And today we're going to talk about
Ace of Wands?
we're going to talk about Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Well, Mike Johnson, not Mike Johnson, Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Yes.
And the House of Representatives.
Yes, you're MAGA Mike Johnson. You're stalwart
House Speaker.
Strong leader, tough talking Mike Johnson. Gary knows exactly where I was going with that.
Exactly. Who suffers from the mango?
That's the Monty Python reference. When in doubt, it's a Monty Python reference. I have a cat, so I think visiting me here.
Yeah, so Dave and I were chatting, and I wanted to do a reading on the House of Representatives and Mike Johnson. And the reason why I wanted to look at this is I guess this video is probably going to come out on Tuesday, I suspect. So on Friday or late last week, Thursday last week, Trump and Musk basically derailed a bipartisan budget that was coming forward in the House, and it got voted down because Trump wanted this thing to fail because he wanted to make sure there was no budget continuation passed or no budget passed without the debt ceiling removed. And Musk didn't want the budget passed either. And the budget didn't pass. And then they tried to pass Trump's budget, and that fell right on its face. And then they ultimately passed another bipartisan budget continuation. So it was a complete loss for Trump. And my initial reaction was like, Trump, why are you even talking about this? You're president-elect. You haven't been inaugurated. Shut the F up. Let these guys do their job. When you finally get the reins, you can throw your weight around if you want. But it turned out Trump tried a power play, and Congress basically told them to F off.
Yep. They went.
and it weakened both Trump and Mike Johnson at the same time.
Yep.
And so
Elon Musk, the chaos agent's going, hee. Nine of Cups will be King of Pentacles is Elon Musk, the oligarch, but Nine of Pentacles is like Elon Musk, the chaos agent, the little smug.
So it was kind of encouraging because it seems like there are enough normal Republicans in Congress that potentially could be saying we've had enough of this. We need to put legislation forth and stay out of this.
Now, mind you, that doesn't mean we're not going to have pearl clutching. What's the social? Now I'm drawing a blank on the name here. When they talk about the Democrats being woke and the culture wars, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
We'll have all sorts of culture wars because the Republicans aren't united and they don't have a big enough majority to actually get legislation done. So all they could do is pick on trans kids, and drag queens. That's about all they're good for. But on the positive side of things, what this shows is that if Trump wants to turn this into a fascist state, there might be some hope that not everybody in Congress who would be on the right side or the political right is willing to go along with it.
Yeah. It's almost like they're lame ducking Trump before he's even taken office.
Yeah. Now, mind you, they will still put in all sorts of god-awful Project 2025 stuff. Yeah. That's just going to be a given. They're going to do that. They're going to go after women. They're going to go after marginalized communities and stuff like that and try and make white males in charge of everything.
Yeah. But there's hope.
There's hope.
That there is a guardrail still in place.
It's like we have to do that comedic, it's just gonna put white males in place. 3, 2, 1, look at each other. and then back.
I got it's weird because I have to
It's
look
reversed.
to my right to look left on the camera. I got to look to my right so I can look at David. It's like
the
Brady Bunch.
Exactly.
We would have totally failed as Brady kids in that 9 square.
We would have done way better than Cousin Oliver. Cousin Oliver killed that show. Dude, Cousin Oliver's lucky that Fonzie jumped the shark, or else it would always be the Cousin Oliver. Would be the pop culture way for saying when the show jumped the shark.
Yeah. You know that you've gotten really bad when Oliver shows up.
Yeah, that poor actor. Anyway, what are we talking about again?
So I wanted to look at the energy of the House of Representatives,
Mike Johnson
and Mike Johnson. So what's their attitude towards Trump and MAGA, and what is and how's Mike Johnson's speakership looking? Because he was pretty coy about it. I think Mike Johnson realizes the writing is on the wall for him.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to get. They've got like what they wanted. There's 435. They wanted 215 to 220. Matt Gaetz isn't going to be in there, so that's 219. And there's 2 people in the House that Trump wants to put in his cabinet. That'll make it 217, which means if they lose 1 vote, they don't have a majority.
Yep.
217 votes to get shit done.
Okay, so let's see what the current energy in the House of Representatives, their attitude towards Donald Trump. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay.
I'm entertained.
Foundation of the reading is the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth, the sword of justice. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go with that. Let's see what. And the challenge is the 7 of Pentacles, looking at things of value and what they can harvest. So
did you say sword of truth and Donald Trump in the same sentence?
No, I don't.
Carry on.
That's why I wasn't going anywhere with it. I think it's
it's a dead end street, isn't it?
What do you say about that, right? It's like okay, fine. You're president. You were able to become president, but we're looking at what we can bring, things of value that we can bring.
It's kind of like Lover's Lane versus Lover's Alley. It's a dumpster fire all the same. We're going to go to a bonfire in Lover's Lane or watch a dumpster fire in Lover's Alley. Carry on, my friend.
Yes, thank you. Well, the end result is the same. It's just not nearly as romantic at Lover's Lane.
You're warm, aren't you?
Underneath it, the energy we're not seeing underneath it is the 6 of Cups. You've got your big red MAGA hat, and we're passing the cup along. But the problem is, I think you got a couple things. One, you've got a very balanced. Although the Republicans have the majority in the House, as Dave said, they don't have a big majority, and they can only lose 1 or 2 votes, and then the legislation dies. So they have got to learn to work together because they don't have that mass majority. It could also be underneath it is they're looking at Trump saying, "Yeah, you know what? You're going to be gone in 4 years, and in 2 years you can have absolutely zero influence on my career as a representative in the House."
It's too bad they defunded NPR or public television, because what was one of the key words that Sesame Street beat into us with those 2 folks?
Cooperation.
Carry on.
Thank you. Yeah, learning to work together. Cooperation.
I swear to God. I mean, you never, as a little kid, you never heard that word before, except on Sesame Street. They hammered that in there.
Yep. In the past, it was a justice card. You became president. You were able to dodge all your court cases. That was kind of your goal. But it's also justice. It's in the House of Representatives. you've got to do things that benefit everybody. You can't just run roughshod over somebody else just because you're in the majority, because it's going to come back and bite you. Current energy, the Four of Wands. They're starting to recognize that they need to work together. That they just don't have that majority that they can run roughshod. Overarching energy, Knight of Pentacles. They're sitting back. They've got things of value that they can bring forth. They just have to be patient with it. Survey the landscape in front of them. This could be the political landscape. They could also be taking a look as like, okay, we kind of lame duck Trump on this budget continuation. Let's see how everything reacts to that. If Trump starts to get his mojo back, they may have to reconsider their approach. But right now, they're sitting back and looking at things. The lesson to be learned is the victory card. Victory doesn't necessarily mean you get everything you want. Victory could just be, hey, we got the key parts of our legislation going forward. We're keeping the government open. And we are giving ourselves time to be more thoughtful and negotiate more about this budget. Outcome.
You got the other cooperation card.
Yes, exactly. Making agreements, coming to mutual understandings. It seems based on the cards that the House of Representatives, understanding the situation they're in, is looking to become more like the House of Representatives that we saw, prior to MAGA showing up. They're going to have to work together more often. I think right now that's the current feeling in the House of Representatives.
Yeah, there's kind of a vibe like
it gives you hope.
It does. That maybe but the problem is that if the institution is going to fail, this is the administration it's going to fail under, because of the cult of personality, the lack of a collective spine of many members in Congress, the rise of the far right in this country and throughout the world. But maybe we'll be okay. Hopefully we won't have to find out.
Yeah.
But if we do, it just could be their greed and their desire to stay in power overrides their desire to make this a monarchy or an oligarchy and a kleptocracy, amongst other things here. I want to look at Congress, specifically when they look at Trump and the lame duck part of his administration is the thing that's emboldening them, the lame duck nature of his party, or what's causing them to be emboldened, I guess. Is where I'm going to go with it. We'll see what we can come up with out of this. Okay, what's causing Congress to deny and not defer to Donald Trump?
Oh God.
Wow. Maybe they understand this election. Maybe we don't know anything about election interference, but maybe they do. There's a theft here, a non-trustworthiness, and maybe that's part of it. They don't trust him. It's a theft of the celebration. Kamala Harris, we have this oftentimes be Kamala Harris's victory being stolen from her.
Yeah.
And underneath it is the evaluation. Let me dive into this one a little bit more. In the past, you got the King of Swords, the Tower card. Oh, good Lord! It's like I'm not, to Cash Peters, where's your fingers now? Not saying anything, but things are crashing down. Okay, let's leave election interference out of it. Things crashing down. There's Elon. There's the money. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of. I think they understand that this election got stolen, and if they want victories, Trump steals things where somebody like Elon Musk provides money. It's almost like if we go along with the Trump plan, is it really in our best interest? Before, scared of Donald Trump, he's the big scary man over here. But, Donald Trump just could also be his poor health. I think, what I think it is? They look at him as being on borrowed time. Yeah. They don't see him lasting. They're going to last, but he's not going to last. And if Trump doesn't last, where are they going to get their money from? It's not going to be MAGA.
Yeah, no, that's exactly where I was going with the tarot cards. That they're seeing that it could be his cabinet picks. They're looking at the crazy.
Yeah.
Saying, okay, this. We saw the run up to the election. We see the cabinet picks. This is not someone who's going to be around for the long term.
What if Donald Trump was going to get 25th Amendment? He got in and now, bam, they're going to, J.D. Vance comes in. It's like they know he's not going to last long.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel and the Heritage Foundation are going to come in there. Yeah, and Donald Trump's craziness. They've gotten through this election. And that's all they need to do is get through this election, and they don't have to deal with Trump anymore, because I don't think they expect he's going to last 4 years. He's not healthy enough to last 4 years.
And that was kind of my point when we were talking about J.D. Vance earlier. They may get some of that Project 2025 through, like you were mentioning, but MAGA's not behind 100% behind J.D. Vance the way they are behind Trump. And so if Trump goes out of office, if he's 25th out, they're not beholden to J.D. Vance. They could start, basically passing legislation that will give them a portfolio to run on re-election.
They don't have a mandate. They don't have enough bodies to run on a portfolio. They can't get it done. They're too divided.
Well, so my point is they have to get stuff done. They can't just...
They did the last 2 years and they got back in.
Well, because they got Trump still.
Well, but, Elon software, But
the point was they still had MAGA throwing their support at anything with an elephant behind their name.
Well, just like gerrymandering, you have to get... Probably with the software, you're going to have to dial it up a little bit more. Yeah. Because like gerrymandering, you don't have to actually get anything done. You just have to appeal to people's worst inclinations. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's do a little. I want to do a little 4-carder on Mike Johnson. How's his speakership future look?
All right.
Let's see. Okay, MAGA Mike. You going to be a speaker in 2025? Oh, no. Okay. Foundation of the Seven of Cups. Not quite believing what we're seeing. We got the Seven of Wands. We got a lot of sevens here. Having to defend the world, the completion of a cycle, the Chariot, stuff moving forward, and the Knight of Wands. Starting to move, action starting to move forward. Okay, so where am I going to go with this? Is Mike Johnson going to continue being speaker? It's that Seven of Cups has got me kind of a little bit baffled. So things aren't what they seem. Things are kind of confusing. What you think you're seeing isn't exactly what you're seeing. We're having to defend my position. There's actions being taken against me. I have to defend against. The world, I'm completing a cycle. Something's moving forward that's going to complete the cycle, and it's already started. To me, it seems like, no, he is not going to continue being Speaker of the House.
That's what I get from that too.
Yeah.
He's being told that, we've got a replacement plan for you. That the world card is we're bringing it to an end.
Yeah.
The Seven of Wands is we've got the votes to oust you. No, don't make a fuss. Just go.
I wonder who they'd replace him with, though.
That's just it. It's going to be a clown show. That's why somebody suggested Elon Musk, but Elon doesn't. He doesn't have the attention span. He would like it because he'd be calling shots, but he doesn't want to actually, be a politician. He wants to be a troll calling the shots. But I guess maybe as a Speaker of the House, when you're not a member of Congress, is the ultimate. God, come on, dude. Pull it out. The two grumpy old men from the Waldorf in Astoria.
Oh, it's not Astoria. It's what's the guy's name?
It's two famous hotels. Okay, we'll get it here. Muppets. Statler,
yeah.
There you go. Close. Astoria's got the ST and the A, just in the wrong order. Waldorf. It's like he wants to be Waldorf and Statler. Oh, that's our job.
Exactly.
Stay out of our lane, Elon. Let's see. I'm going to throw a four-carder. Describe to me the characteristics that they're looking for in the next House Speaker. I don't know what a dumpster fire card looks like. Maybe we'll find out.
Yes.
In this one. It's boink and boink and boink. Next speaker. What does that person look like? Somebody. Oh, here we go. 4 of Wands, bringing the person in, welcoming him with open arms. There's a victory here. Hey! Oh, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a mess. It's not describing to me what the person is. It's describing to me it's going to take a while to get this next speaker in. It's going to be a headache. They will eventually succeed, but it's like,
it's someone who's going to bring the parties together.
That would be interesting. I don't know how that. Well, again, if we had election interference type stuff going on here. It's hard to translate this if it's solely the Republican Party trying to vote their next speaker in.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely not going to put Hakeem Jeffries in because if things happen, the Speaker of the House is a direct line to becoming the president, and there's no way they're going to let Hakeem Jeffries have it.
Well, it's just I look at this spread, and you know what I think it is? I'm going to come back down again real quick. I think it is. They will get one in there, but it's going to be a lot of headaches, and it's going to take a long time to get that person in because there's people leaving. And it's almost like, there's Republicans leaving, giving the Democrats a victory. Mm-hmm. And then, somebody like Hakeem Jeffries gets in there, but what does he inherit it? Type of thing. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be an absolute mess for whatever that is. Again, they've only got a 1-vote majority. Now, I want you to go through history now. If any historical figure from the Republican Party say, who could the Republicans possibly nominate that would unite that party and get 217 votes from the entire party, from Marjorie Taylor Greene to I don't know. I couldn't even name a Chip Roy or something like that. Who are you going to get that would appeal to all those folks? Ronald Reagan's dead, and Reagan's a libtard, according to them, because he actually wanted to do kind things at the border.
Abraham Lincoln.
I'm sure there's a couple of Republicans that would grimace.
How could you grimace at Abraham Lincoln? And besides, it takes the Republican Party back into the mid-1800s, which is where they want to be anyways.
Okay, so if we get rid of historical figures and now put people who are currently alive today, there's nobody. I can't think of anybody. Hell, if Jesus Christ came back as white Jesus, they'd call him a socialist and a libtard and not vote for him.
I know. Well, he embraces that, joy and happiness messaging that the Democrats had, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't know. I don't think it's going to be Elon Musk because I don't think there's enough mainstream non-MAGA Republicans that want him putting his fingers in the pie.
It would almost have to be something like that. It would almost have to be like an Elon Musk, but would they want him? I mean, they might take a flyer on him.
We'll see.
It's nobody in Congress now that they would pick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're running long. Let's end this thing up.
All right. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you like this. Leave a comment. Let us know who you think the Republicans would want to put into as the new Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
We have no idea who it could be. Mike Pence? No, he's hard too.
Not Liz Cheney, not Adam Kinzinger. It's for darn sure.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe the magic card can tell us.
Yeah, secret card. Secret card.
The card is the magician. Yeah, they're gonna have to manifest a little bit of magic to figure out who's going to be the next Speaker of the House. I think maybe they'll make Trump the Speaker of the House. He's going to have free time. I mean, it's just going to cut into his golf game a little bit.
Right. All right, everyone. Thank you again for supporting our channel. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.